Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live stream broadcast here on N2 Media. It is week number 9, and you know what that means. In the city of Longview, it's Civil War time between R.A. Long and Mark Morris in 2A Greater St. Helens League football action. Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media and R.A. Long and Mark Morris Athletics alongside Bobby Pilata here tonight, helping out once again from Bobby P Media, and we are up in the press box getting set for kickoff here in about 10 minutes time between Mark Morris and R.A. Long. And of course, we need no introduction to these two teams as you've seen them a couple of times already throughout the season. But Mark Morris, in case you haven't heard, has a potential berth into a game against the EVCO number 3 in a one-off playoff to get to the actual playoffs. So Mark Morris still alive and ticking coming into this one with a 3-5 overall record and then a 3-3 league record to go with that. They are going to be keeping their eyes on the scoreboard outside of Longview Memorial here tonight. Woodland and Ridgefield playing a very meaningful game in Ridgefield. If Woodland were to stumble and Ridgefield gets that W, Mark Morris would have a chance to clinch the number 4 seed at least with the win over R.A. Long here tonight. If Woodland is victorious, it doesn't matter what Mark Morris does tonight. Win, lose, or draw, their season along with the R.A. Long Lumberjacks would end here tonight. R.A. Long obviously on the other end of the coin here tonight, 0-8 overall, 0-6. But the fourth quarter R.A. Long Lumberjacks have been a problem to deal with, but the scoreboard's always lopsided when it actually starts. So there's a little bit less, I guess, impressive stats when you consider that. But R.A. Long's fourth quarter this season, they're outscoring opponents 36-20, and all 20 of those points that they've allowed in the fourth quarter went to the Woodland Beavers in one contest. Other than that, R.A. Long's fourth quarter offense showed up last week, avoiding school history, the wrong end of school history that would be. And the futility has really, really been tough to deal with for the R.A. Long offense. They went scoreless for 4 straight weeks, almost 5, but they gutted out 16 points in the fourth quarter last week. They actually defeated Ridgefield in the second half overall, beating the Spudders 16-7, but by the time the scoreboard was completely final, it was 35-16 Ridgefield. As you get a look over at the far sideline, the R.A. Long Lumberjacks will be wearing road uniforms here tonight. They are the visitor, as Mark Morris will be celebrating senior night, and they're also wearing pink socks for breast cancer awareness. So senior night on Civil War night is a bold move. Coach Key, oh, you're always welcome, buddy. Come on up. If you're in the stands, just come on upstairs. I got a headset for you, buddy. Bobby's on the camera, so yeah. Still plenty of room on the commentary team here for Coach Key, who's been successfully gambling like a degenerate. I only wish that I could pick winners like he could. We're going to have the national anthem here in just a minute, so we're going to let the mic breathe. But we're glad to have you joining us here tonight on this very wet and rainy Halloween Eve. Second straight Civil War being played on Halloween. You may recall last year it was on a Thursday. And I will be quiet here for a little bit. National anthem performed by the Mark Morris Pep Bands here at Longview Memorial. We're going to have the captains out on the field here in just a moment. For the home team, Mark Morris, it'll be number 4, Decker Bartell, number 24, Bradley Lewis, number 51, Cameron Lair, and number 31, Lane Smith. And it looks like for the Lumberjacks, it's number 2, Jackson Rivenis. And I think that's Colton Lawthree, who's not dressed here tonight. And then number 21, Tyler Sylvia. And number 44, Wyatt Perkins. As they are out on the middle of the field. And they got the white hat official here tonight mic'd up. And that looks like Jim Appleby. And it looks like Ari Long has won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Mark Morse set to receive the opening kick. Ari Long over on the far side on a knee in prayer before this one, as they are looking to get their first win of the season and their last try of the season. And we are just about set for action here. All right, fans. We are just about set for kickoff. Ari Long still huddled up on that far side.
You're going to cut it? Because I can't see it. I don't know what you want.
Back deep for the Monarchs is Luke Bilger and Hunter Nelson. All right, fans, be sure to type into the live stream comment section where you're watching from and who you are rooting for. We are just about set for this one. And the kick is a low squibber fielded, and it's on the turf and alive, and it's still loose. And I think the Jacks have got on it, and they have a muffed receiving effort by Mark Morris. And it's Tyler Sylvia who jumps on that fumble. And the Jacks will have possession to start the game. Just like that, we are off and running. It could be a spooky Civil War here tonight. And the Lumberjacks are set to receive the second half kickoff too. So we'll see how it goes here. First and 10, Lumberjacks. Rivenis. Swing pass caught out of the backfield by Riley Young. Stepping up and making the tackle immediately is Decker Bartell. second down and 11. It was a loss of 1 to Riley Young. Back to pass. Crosser here to the near side. Catch is made, but again, no real estate available. Shut down quickly there after the catch was made by Brady Kell. It'll be about another maybe loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Looks like more of 3rd down and 11 here. Rivenis in the pistol. Has Riley Young behind him. Pressure coming up the middle. Just a 5-man rush. Rolling the pocket and throwing. It's incomplete. Trying to get it down the field there to Evan Hart. And after the early miscue on the kickoff return team, Mark Morris's defense settles in nicely. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 12. The Jacks with a decision to make here if they want to try to pin the Monarchs deep or if they want to try to go for it. And the Jacks opting to punt the football away. And it's caught and punted away. Nice high punt. And that one is fielded and immediately tackled down is Decker Bartell on the tackle for the Lumberjacks. Looks like Jackson Rivenis. So here we go. It's going to be Mark Morris possession. Back to pass. Catch is made by Bartell here near side, and Bartell spins out of it, and he is going to go all the way. The Jacks forgot to tackle. Decker Bartell makes them pay with an 88-yard touchdown. Monarchs 6-0 already. First play on the offense for the Monarchs. Jacks have got to remember to wrap up. They had the sideline as well to their advantage. Not what you draw up on the defensive side of the football. What an effort, though, by Decker Bartell. Pass complete from Aaron Ibarreta. 88-yard tutty. Low snap, and it's fielded by Nelson. Nelson throws it, and it's a 2-point conversion. That looked like it was almost designed. It looked as if Nelson set the ball down on the turf to give the look that it was about to be fumbled, and then Elijah King just leaks out towards the far side and catches the 2-point conversion. 8-0 Monarchs. Whoa. So we've already seen a lot here in a little bit of time. Mark Morris with a tremendous miscue. So what he did is they snapped it, and the holder put it down on the ground to make it look like it was a fumble, and then he picked it up, and they were running a design play. Wow. Crazy. Back deep is Traden Chambers-King as this kick is end over end, and King fields it on the run at the 22-yard line and dances around a little bit beyond the 30, and he's going to be in between the 30 and the 35, somewhere around the 33-yard line. So the Jacks back on offense here as they went 3 and out. On their first possession. Rivenis in the pistol, and he's got Riley Young behind him. First down and 10. Motion coming across the line, and it's a fake to the motion man, and it's a handoff up the middle to Young, and Young is going to get it out to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7. Slot goes to the top here in this play, and that's where Rivenis looks, and it's a low throw, and it's going to be incomplete, trying to get it out to Hart. And it's going to be third down and 7. Front 4 of the Mark Morris Monarchs without one of their top tacklers in Jacob Romero Trotter, who is going to be playing here tonight, but I believe it's going to be exclusively on the offensive end. Dalton Stevens, number 77, the defensive tackle, the nose tackle, lined up over the center as he's a load to deal with on this 3rd and 7. Rivenis with time throws, and it's incomplete in between a couple of Monarchs. Hart was in the neighborhood but didn't have his head around and was not looking for the ball. A little bit of contact there. It looked like Hart might have been held up. It was what maybe caused him to not look back to the ball there, but it's going to be 4th down and 7. The Jacks facing another punting situation. Decker Bartell back deep for the Monarchs. We already saw Decker take one back to the house. And this punt is away. It's a wobbler towards the near side, and it takes a bounce towards the sideline, and it's going to get out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Mark Morris will have possession, leading 8-0. And fans, we're going to keep an eye on what's going on between Woodland and Ridgefield throughout the night. 9:45 to go here in the first quarter, and the Monarchs back on offense. One play, one touchdown on the previous drive, an 88-yard touchdown reception by Decker Bartell, and it was all legs after the catch. Handoff goes up the middle, and this is going to be Kevin Hernandez Ruiz, and he gets through the middle for a couple. It's going to be a gain of 4. Second down and 7. And we've got 3 in a row at the top, stack near side. And it's going to be a fake pass, and it's a designed run. And coming up and making not the tackle is Riley Young, spinning out of it, though, and getting out of bounds. Looks like just in front of the marker is Iberetta. Great job there by Riley Young to come up and read it, but just didn't wrap up, which was the theme on the first drive that Mark Morris had. Excuse me. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Happy Halloween to everybody who's out trick-or-treating and watching on your phone while your kids are getting soaked, and well, you're getting soaked as well with them. 3rd down and 2. Right at the 49-yard line. It's a toss to the near side and a little bit of running room. And breaking a tackle is Elliott, and Ethan Moraine wraps him up and brings him down, but not before it's a 1st down for Mark Morris. And we've got a whistle by the official. It says wind the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 Monarchs. It'll be 1st down and 10 now for the Monarchs. Ibarreta under center. And it's going to be a flag. Both officials here say they've got a flag, and it looks like encroachment on R.A. Long. So it'll be 1st down and 5. Ibarreta looking to throw, and this one is caught by Bartell. Bartell, 2nd catch. And they've got this one spotted at the 22. It's a gain of 8. Already 2 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown for Mr. Decker Bartell. 7:19 to go here in the opening quarter. And a man in motion out of the backfield and a throw back towards the other side, and a catch is made, but the tackle is again not made initially. The Monarchs are fighting for every yard. Great job there by Daniel Kobayashi Gallagher. He hauls it in and he makes it a positive gain. Looked like it was going to be maybe a loss of 1 or potentially 2 there, but instead it's a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Four wide receivers, and they're spreading them way out and stacking it again. It's going to be one-on-one for the receivers. Ibarreta fakes the handoff, and he's got a lot of space. And he gets to the 10, waits for the block, and he squeezes in there. It's a 20-yard touchdown run for quarterback Aaron Ibarreta. Touchdown, Monarchs. The Monarchs spread the Lumberjacks out. And Ibarreta takes it in, and great block there by Decker Bartell as Ibarreta getting some dap on the sidelines after the tutty. This time the PAT kick is up, and it is good. 15-0. Mark Morris with the lead. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. That was a 57-yard touchdown drive by the Monarchs, as they're already rolling on the offensive side. 2 drives and 2 touchdowns, that one from 20 yards out from Aaron Ibarreta. 6:15 left here in the first. And we are ready to go. The kickoff to the near side fielded by one of the up men. And breaking a tackle, pulled out of bounds at the 40-yard line goes number 42, Marcos Canales. And Canales gives the Lumberjacks decent field position. Jacks looking for something on offense to feel good about here on this drive, trailing at 15-0. And now it's more of a shotgun look for the Lumberjacks motion man coming across. Fake to the motion man keeper. Good seal on the edge, and Rivenus trucks Bartel and gets a first down out to midfield. There's some contact right there. Jackson Rivenus looking to take it to the defender, and that time it was senior on senior crime between Rivenus and Bartel. We know that Rivenus can do it with his legs as well as with his arm, although rumor has it he's only thrown one touchdown pass on the year, and that came last week, a 35-yarder to Ethan Moraine on a one-play drive that started with 8 seconds left in the ball game. Motion coming across, high snap, same exact play, running it off the left side, and Rivenus has got the eye of the tiger right now. Gain of 7. It'll be another good gain there for Rivenus. Second down and 3 here. 4:48 to go, first quarter. Rivenus calls out the signals, and we've got a whistle. Timeout R.A. Long. So the Lumberjacks are going to talk strategy here for 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here with 4:35 to go. Again, welcome everybody to tonight's live stream. Be sure to share the link with friends and family as we are live for our final regular season game. I thought they were mine, honestly. I was like, whoa, it's Halloween. I got candy here. Turns out I'm wrong. In case anybody's wondering, and I know you're not because you're Mariners fans, the Dodgers lead the Blue Jays 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th, threatening to send that series to a deciding 7th game in Toronto. We've heard that before. I have no further comment on that, by the way. Fans, being that it is Halloween, what's your favorite Halloween candy? Type into the live stream comment section. When you go trick-or-treating, what is it you're hoping to get dropped into the bucket? Back in the day when I was trick-or-treating, it was a pillowcase, by the way. You know, we didn't go with these little tiny buckets. It's got to be a big sack pillowcase. It's got to last me for at least 2 weeks. So we're out of the timeout, 2nd and 3. The pistol snap is a throw, and it's intercepted. It's Bartel who reads it, and he picks it off. Decker Bartel, unbelievable effort so far on senior night for the Monarchs. He is putting forth a valiant senior effort in his final regular season game in a Mark Morris uniform. Mark Morris takes over where they started their previous drive on their own 43-yard line with 4:30 to go here in the first, and the Jacks had some stuff going there behind the running game with Jackson Rivenus. Decided to go with the pass play out of the timeout there, and Mark Morris ends up picking it off thanks to the efforts of Bartel. 1st and 10, Ibarreta throwing, and it's out to the far side. Daniel Kobayashi on a little hitch route comes up with that one. It's a medium gain of about 5 for Daniel Kobayashi Gallagher, number 7, as Monarchs huddling up here and looking to start another drive, already up 15-0. They're 2 for 2 on the offensive side. And that man right there, Aaron Ibarreta, number 10, the most recent Monarchs touchdown, a 20-yard keeper. And on the 2nd down and 5, it's a handoff that goes up the middle, stutter step, and some space. Look out, here comes Hernandez Ruiz, and he is grabbed from behind by Ethan Moraine. Gets it out to the 38-yard line. Any big candies, it's free. Snickers, the big one. Yep. Not the small things. Ooh, calling for the king size, eh? All right, I feel you. I like the specifics though. Snickers, Reese's, right? I mean, nobody wants a fun-sized candy bar, but you're gonna get them. 1st and 10. Ibarreta back to pass. Plenty of time. Nobody close to him. Now he finally has some late pressure show, and that ball is thrown out of bounds. I don't think he was outside the tackle box with where he was at. I've got to believe that this is going to be a intentional grounding. The official, Jim Appleby, talking, and the flag goes down. It is going to be a big penalty here against Mark Morris. Ibarreta never got outside the tackle box. Also, the throw never got beyond the original line of scrimmage. So this is going to be a big loss here. We're going to see where this one ends up getting spotted, but they are walking it all the way back into Mark Morris territory. And it's going to be a loss of down here as well. They've got this one spotted at the 38-yard line of Mark Morris. Woof, man, that is rough. That means that they need 12 plus 20. They need 33 yards here to get this first down. It'll be 2nd and 33. Man, not very often you see a 23-yard loss. Near side, getting it back out to the 50-yard line here is Hernandez Ruiz. Third down and 21. It was a gain of 11. And we got a handoff. No, excuse me. Play action, far side. Making the catch is Bradley Lewis. And Lewis gang tackled out at the 43-yard line of R.A. Long. They got him at the 44 here, actually. They need the 29. It's going to be 4th and 15 now. Again, fans, be sure to share the live stream link with friends and family. Riley Young back deep for the Lumberjacks, says the Monarchs are going to punt this football away. And Kobayashi kicks this one. It's a fair catch, signaled for and brought in at about the 14-yard line. Good punt there by Kobayashi Gallagher. So the Lumberjacks take over on offense. They had a couple of good plays put together there on that last drive, worked it into the Monarchs' territory. But an interception thrown by Jackson Rivenis was really more so of a really good play by Decker Bartel. He read the route, jumped it, and was able to intercept it. Bartel already the leader in the clubhouse for player of the ball game. In the backfield here, it's Rivenis and Riley Young. Motion coming across here is Evan Hart. And we got a flag on the play. It's a keeper here by Rivenis, so we're going to check on the laundry. And it's going to be a legal motion on R.A. Long. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and we're going to redo the down. 1st and 15, ball spotted on the 9. .105 to go here in the opening quarter. Under center now is Rivenis on the first down play. And it's a handoff up the middle. And a tackle immediately there by Hernandez Ruiz, number 5. Short gain on the play there for the Lumberjacks. They set him up with 2 yards. 2nd down and 13. Under center again is Rivenis. And it's a handoff off left tackle. Riley Young shoulders into 1, and he's tackled down. Ryak Perner in there, and Cameron Lair, number 51, at the bottom of the pile for the Monarchs. And that is going to do it here for the first quarter. 15-0. Monarchs lead. Jacks with the ball facing a 3rd and 9. When we come back, we're going to step aside for a quick 30-second timeout.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Longview Kelso Athletics streaming on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Longview Memorial Stadium. Mark Morris leads at 15-0. Lumberjacks with the ball as they're huddled up on the far side. They've yet to flip sides of the field, and head coach John Barker out there talking with one of the sideline officials there. And now the Jacks are going to make the jog to the other side of the field here, trailing 15-0. Explosive plays, the story in the first quarter. An 88-yard touchdown catch by Decker Bartel, of which a lot of it, almost all of it, was all Bartel. He broke out of a tackle. Jacks thought they were throwing him out of bounds, but he spun out of it, stayed balanced, and ran it all the way for 88 yards. And then Ibarreta, a quarterback for Mark Morris, had a 20-yard touchdown run on a quarterback keeper. And a 2-point conversion was sandwiched in there on the first touchdown. Great design. We'll talk about it here in just a little bit as the Jacks have it now, 3rd and 9. And it's a play action. Under pressure, Rivenis steps up, and he wiggles out of 1, cuts it up inside instead of going outside, and he gets it out to the 20-yard line. He's going to have about 4 here, but it is still going to be 4th down. See what the Jacks opt to do here. Looks like it's a personnel swap, and R.A. Long is going to punt the football away. Fourth and 5. And the snap is good, and the kick is up, and it's away towards Decker Bartel. Bartel opts to let it bounce rather than field it, and it takes the Lumberjacks bounce, and it's touched down by Rivenis at about the 38-yard line. Decker Bartell, number 4 there. Get a good look at him, folks. He has really played well so far at the start of this one. 88-yard touchdown, and as well, he's got an interception in his back pocket. So it'll be first down and 10. The chains are still waiting to get set up on the far side of the field. And it's a handoff near side and a lot of running room. This is Bartell, and Bartell breaks it away, and he's into the end zone. It's another Monarchs touchdown. 53, excuse me, did I say 53? 63 yards for Decker Bartell as the Monarchs add to the lead. It is now 21-0. PAT is up and good. Second one hit there by Carter Oldemar. 22-0. Monarchs with the lead. It's just been big plays really here so far tonight. Bartell already over 150 yards receiving here in the first half. 2 touchdowns and an interception. He's playing like he's never going to play another football game here, folks. And the kickoff fielded far side by Trayton Chambers King, and he has a little bit of an alley, gets it out to the 35-yard line. And he has the Lumberjacks set up officially at about the 36-yard line. And the Jacks are going to have to tend to their wounds quickly and get back out there, down 22-0. Still first half action at second quarter, 10:42 to go in the period. Jacks have got to get something going on the offensive end here. Pistol look here, slot far side for the Jacks. And it's a handoff, and blowing the play up in the backfield was number 24, Bradley Lewis. Lewis just shot right through the gap there and made Riley Young do a spin move immediately. It's a loss of 2. It'll be second down and 12 for the Jackies. Jacob wants to know what the Mark Morris playoff chances are. We will tell you here, Jacob, on this second down and 12. Under center, Rivenis barking out some signals. And he's going to sneak it up the middle, just looking to get something, and he does manage to pick up a couple. Gain of 4 there for Rivenis as he's got it 3rd and 9 now for the Jacks. Motion coming across, fake to the motion man. Rivenis keeps it, tucks it up inside, continuing to churn the legs, but he is tackled down. Ryak Perner, number 2, in there for the Monarchs. Decent gain there. It's still going to be 4th down for the Lumberjacks. They are on their own end of the field here still. Ball spotted at their own 44-yard line. So decision time here if the if the Jacks are ready to go. And they're going to run the same play, and it is shut down. Brendan Brown, number 75, makes the tackle. And the Jacks turn it over on downs. Mark Morris will have it on the RA Long 45-yard line now. 8:24 to go. And they lead it 22-0. Ibarreta out of the pistol. And it's a reverse near side. Hunter Nelson with it. Nelson can't shake off the tackle. Tyler Sylvia, number 21, with the play there to stop Hunter Nelson. That's a big open field tackle. There is a consultation there between the officials. I don't know if there's a flag that was thrown. Yes, there is. It's super hard to find, but we do have a flag. It's going to be against the Monarchs. Right now, Jim Appleby checking the far side. So Dalton Stevens called for an unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's going to still be 1st down. So a 15-yarder. So Jacob, what are Mark Morris's playoff chances? Well, I would say that they're about 50%. They got to win this one, which obviously at the moment they're doing. But they also need Woodland to lose. And Woodland is currently playing against Ridgefield down at Ridgefield. And Woodland has won the last 2 meetings in the series. So it's hard to really put into perspective what the overall odds are. We've got a toss sweep here. Bartel just dodging defenders, staying up on his feet, finally suplex out of bound, and it's going to be maybe a late hit. And Ethan Moraine, I don't think he really knew where he was there. He helped Bartel get up off the field there, and they're still going to get, I believe, a late hit out of bounds. The officials talking it over. And it is going to be a personal foul against Ethan Moraine and R.A. Long. So that's 15 yards added as Bartel got it out to the R.A. Long 43. This is going to set him up at the Lumberjacks 28-yard line now. 7:38 left in the second quarter. So the field position that the Jacks had potentially set up for him on the next drive after that Mark Morris 15-yard penalty goes away immediately, as we've got a run up the middle here by Kevin Hernandez-Ruiz, and Ruiz gets it about 7 yards on the play. Second down and 3, slot to the top here for the Monarchs. Low snap, picked up off the ground by Hernandez-Ruiz. and he is tackled down by Ethan Moraine. Moraine manages to stop Hernandez Ruiz short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd down and a yard here. Maybe 2. Ibarreta hands it off, 1st down yardage and a little bit more for Hernandez Ruiz. Tyler Sylvia with the tackle, but Hernandez Ruiz moves the chains, doing some work here. First and 10, Mark Morris now at the Lumberjacks 16-yard line. And they go slot near side and now motion out of the backfield, and it's going to be a flag, and we're going to have a false start that goes against Mark Morris. First down and 15 now after the penalty for the Monarchs. Ibarreta back to pass. Throws it inside, and it's dropped off the hands of Daniel Kobayashi Gallagher. It was a good ball, maybe a little bit high. But it's going to be an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 15. We're going to check on that score here with Ridgefield and Woodland at our next timeout, as we've got a 2nd down and 15. A little confusion in the backfield here. Ibarreta doesn't care about confusion as he rolls it out, and he is out of bounds. And now we've got a flag. The hat got thrown, so that's usually an indicator that the official threw a flag and his hat. So we're going to see what we've got here, trying to get this out and sorted. And the officials over here on the near side of the field talking things over. So most likely they've got 2 fouls to sort through. And there's the flag right there. Over on the far side there, Jim Appleby talking things over with Coach John Barker of R.A. Long, who's in his 6th season at the helm. And it looks like the Monarchs are going to be the guilty party here. So a long break here. Trying to sort out what we got here for this penalty. And they're going to walk it back. So what we saw right there was 2 fouls against the Monarchs. They had holding on Daniel Kobayashi Gallagher, and then they had a late hit out of bounds. I think they got them both on Kobayashi Gallagher. So that one's accepted. It's after the play. So a 3rd down run now by Decker Bartel, and he does manage to pick up about 3 yards there. But the Jacks defense able to get a tackle thanks to Tyler Sylvia. So it's going to be 4th down and a lot. The Monarchs are going to need to get it out to the 6-yard line. Fourth and 20. Monarchs are going to go for it. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Ibarreta, quick throw across the middle in the seam. Guy open, and it's caught, but it's going to be just short, I think, of the line to gain. Let's see. They got Luke Bilger with the reception, and he's a yard short. So the Jacks defense gets off the field. So R.A. Long defense holds barely. They've got possession at their own 7-yard line now. Motion coming across his heart and runs into Rivenis, and then Rivenis runs into a defender right at the line of scrimmage. But it's a yard only there for the Jacks. It'll be 2nd down and 9. So just a yard there. .3:15 to go here in the first half. Jacks looking to score something before the half. They do get the ball. Riley Young goes up the middle. Hey, a little bit of space there for Riley Young. Third down and a long 2 or a short 3, depending on how you look at it. Rivenis under center, and now they're squeezing the A gap, maybe anticipating the QB sneak. And the ball's dropped. Rivenis trying to pick it up. I'm not sure if he managed to do so. But a tough situation there. Rivenis does get on it. It's going to be a loss on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and about 4. Jacks more than likely facing a punting situation. And we've got a timeout on the field. 2:14 to go. So it's R.A. Long that calls the timeout. With 2:14 left in the first half, the Jacks down to just 1 timeout remaining. And it's a 4th down and 4 upcoming. I'm going to see what I can find here for the Ridgefield Woodland score potentially. It's halftime between Woodland and Ridgefield. Woodland leading on the road at the half 8-3 against the Spudders. Again, Mark Morris needs Woodland to stumble and lose that game in order to have a chance to get to the postseason. The Jacks punting the football away, and it's a low line drive, and it's fielded. And a return coming back to the near side, and some running room here for Hunter Nelson. Nelson shakes a man, cuts it back up inside at the 10, tries to wiggle through, and he is nearly into the end zone. Excuse me, Avery Elliott, it looked like an 8, but it was actually a 6. Avery Elliott nearly took it all the way for Mark Morris, sets him up inside the 5-yard line. Getting a hug on the sideline from one of the assistant coaches. But a huge return by the Monarchs sets him up at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Fullback next to Ibarreta, and it's a handoff and stacked up in the backfield, and a flag is thrown on the tackle. That's going to negate a nice play there by Angel Gallardo. Unless they got a face mask there, it's didn't look like anything excessive. Face mask on R.A. Long. So they're going to get the ball at the 1-yard line now. First and goal, Ibarreta hands it off, and walking into the end zone is Kevin Hernandez-Ruiz for the Monarchs touchdown. From 1 yard out, Hernandez-Ruiz into the end zone, and the Monarchs extend the lead now 28-0. .152 to go here in the second. Oldemar on for the PAT attempt. And the kick up and good. Oldemar 3 for 3 tonight in the PAT department. All Monarchs here at Longview Memorial, 29-0. Jacks have not been able to sustain a long drive yet in the ball game, and the defense has been having a tough time. Big plays have been the theme here for the Mark Morris Monarchs, and now the student section with the "It's all over" chants. Oof, that hurts. And the kickoff here by the Monarchs, end over end to the far side, and this one is touched by a Lumberjack. It's got to get picked up. Instead, it's just fallen on and covered by Marcos Canales. Canales had a decent return earlier for the Lumberjacks. Jacks coming out, still with some time on the clock to work. Obviously, they're going to be doing what they can to move the ball down the field and get into the end zone.
The ball at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10, a minute 48 to go here in the first half.
1:48 to go here as the Jacks take possession once again. Monarchs are riding a 7-game winning streak here in the Civil War rivalry, and the Jacks haven't scored more than 14 points since they won the last time they played this game. And now we've got a deep ball here, and it's underthrown, and coming in late to break it up is Ethan Moraine, the intended target, but Daniel Kobayashi Gallagher in great position on the one-on-one ball.
Defensive there, and he had almost intercepted that ball. Good defense by Ethan Moraine to come down and get him out of the way.
Kobayashi Gallagher assuring his teammates on the sideline that he was this close to intercepting that one. Clock stops with a minute 39 now for a 2nd down and 10 play for R.A. Long. Rivenis and the Pistols got slot near side with a 3 wide receiver look. Riley Young behind him. Back to pass. Rivenis has some time now rolling to the near side, tucking it, trying to run, and he lowers his shoulder, and Luke Bilger lowers his head and manages to slow Rivenis up enough until some support comes from behind to tackle Rivenis down. It was a nice little scramble drill there by Rivenis, who picks up 5. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now.
5-yard gain on the play by Jackson. It is now 3rd and 5. 22 yards. Ball on the 22. Excuse me. 115.
And we got a timeout, Lumberjacks. 1:15 on the clock before halftime. Again, Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media. I only saw like a couple comments on the Halloween candy. I mean, what's the favorite Halloween candies out there? Okay, how about this? I don't care. What's the least favorite candy you're going to get? What if someone throws something in your bucket and you're just going to give it right back to them? What type of candy is that? For me, it's got to be Almond Joy. Just no nonsense. Get that Mounds, nope. Get it out of here. Not interested at all. Quick timeout here. Not sure if it was really 30 seconds or not, but it is 3rd down and 5. 1:15 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Wide splits on the line here as the Monarchs are looking to sell out for a pass, and then they squeeze down from the edges, and it's a great job by Cameron Lair. Lair just took out the defender who was trying to block him, and he flips up off the ground, and we're going to get a timeout by Mark Morris. So the Monarchs are talking things over now, and they stop this clock with 1:03 to go in the 2nd quarter as head coach Mike Peck wants to give his offense some more time to eat here in the first half. It's 29-0 already. Halloween here. Civil War. Soda candy, candy corn, an orange. Orange is not a candy. But while we're on the subject of things that we're getting in lieu of actual candy, when I was a kid growing up, there was a house that used to hand out nickels, like money, like 5 cents. Now, mind you, I'm really old, so, I mean, a nickel could still get, like, a couple Tootsie Rolls at the mini-mart, so it really wasn't, like, that bad of an option as the Jacks are back to punt, and the Monarchs have 2 returners deep, and it's a fake. And it's a keeper, and we've got a 1st down on the fake. Ridden out of bounds is number 8, Corrigan Booth, the punter, and Booth gives the Jackies a new set of downs. 1st down for the Jacks.
Seconds to go here into the 2nd quarter. Lumberjacks out of timeouts, so that's what they're going to have to do is get the ball out of bounds.
57 seconds to go here in the first half. Black licorice, yep, I'm with you. Black licorice shouldn't even be a licorice. It shouldn't even be a thing. It's just disgusting. I mean, there's going to be some hot takes here tonight, by the way, folks. Jacks maintain possession, get a new set of downs, 1st and 10. And it's a throw, and Young catches it. Young spins out of a tackle and continuing to push and push and push. It's going to be 2nd down, and there's a pile that has to be unfolded here as Riley Young comes out of it okay. Riley Young, a tremendous baseball player for the R.A. Long Lumberjacks. 2nd down and 2. And the clock stops here with a timeout, and it looks as if R.A. Long was granted the timeout. And it's going to be their 3rd and final. Bit of honey. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with bit of honey. I mean, that's not too terrible. I mean, it's not like my top 30, you know, but it's certainly better than Almond Joy or Mounds. Again, fans, thank you so much for being with us. Got Bobby Pilata here once again tonight from Bobby P Media. Be sure to follow him on Facebook. It's super simple. It's Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y, and then P as in Pilata or Pilates. Appreciate Bobby for coming on down here and helping out with the live stream these last couple of weeks and get a chance to learn from some of the best in the business. Thomas says Jacks are out here just delaying the inevitable. Well, they've got to play the game. 39 seconds to go here in the first half. And it's a 2nd down and 2 for the Jacks. Jacks still haven't scored a point in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd quarters this season. That is something. Rivenus in the pistol as Young behind him. Back to pass. Under pressure. Steps up. Gets around 3 Monarchs. Make it a 4th. Continuing to churn. Crosses the 45-yard line. Tackled down at the 43. And they've got to hurry. The clock stops to reset the chains. And now Rivenus is going to clock it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the ball gets spiked. But Jackson Rivenus getting around 3 rushers in the backfield and then managed to sidestep another would-be tackler. All in all, 4 players whiffing for the Monarchs on that attempt here. With 28 seconds to go, the Jacks have it at the Monarchs' 43-yard line. Obviously, the Monarchs have got to be thinking it's going to be a long pass or some type. Rivenus in the pistol, slot to the top 3 wide receivers. Back to pass, Rivenus under pressure. Now he's going to roll here to the near side, and he throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He had a man deep, but Decker Bartel comes up with his 2nd interception, and he's still on his feet. Uh-oh, he might get a block. No, he's tackled down from behind. He would have gone the distance if that tackle wasn't made, but Decker Bartel Decker disappearing into the tent. The Monarchs preventing R.A. Long from getting closer to the doorstep. Looked like it was Traden Chambers-King there who was deep. The intended target who got behind the defense, but Bartel recovered beautifully and the ball a little bit underthrown, and now the Monarchs are just going to go to victory formation, and they take a knee, and that's going to get us into the locker room. The Mark Morris Monarchs leading it 29-0. Happy Halloween from the Lone Star State of Texas. That's Merv Bilger on the Facebook comment section. Merv, thank you so much for being with us and being a part of the live stream comment section. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups for the win. Yeah, Twix is the best. That's what I think, personally. We're at the half. Mark Morse leading it, 29-0. What really matters now is what's going on in the Woodland and Ridgefield game. And again, for those who don't know, Mark Morse needs Woodland to lose tonight in order to have a chance to get into the playoffs. And it's 8-3 at the half, Woodland with the lead. Well, fans, we're going to take a quick audio timeout here. So be sure to restock your fuel tank right now and come on back for the second half. Jacks down 29-0. Monarchs in full control of this one. I guess the only question is, are the Jacks going to set a new school record for most times being shut out in a season? And are they going to set a record for the first RA Long team to not score a first half point in the history of RA Long football? That has already come true. So the record, unfortunately, has been set here tonight. The first RA Long team to never score a point in the first half in any season. Oof. That's a lot of history. That hurts. I'm going to take an audio timeout.
Welcome back to Longview Memorial Stadium. Dakota here on the left side of your radio dial. Matthew over there on the right side.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Longview Memorial Stadium. Just over 2 minutes until the start of the second half, although no teams are back out on the field. The Monarchs student section is holding up a sign down here on the track, as they always do, to welcome the home team out of the locker room. But the weather has seemed to taken its toll on the sign down here on the track, as it tore before anybody actually ran through it. So now they've got a kind of a glue job here. As you can kind of see, there's a lot of people doing what they can to hold this thing together, and they're just like urging the Monarchs to hurry up out of the locker room, because they don't know how much longer this thing is going to last. But it's all Monarchs here at Longview Memorial Stadium, and there they go. 29-0. Mark Morris with the lead at the half. We're going to go over the first half scoring. First, it was Mark Morris, their first play on offense after muffing the opening kickoff return that gave the Lumberjacks good field position. The Jacks couldn't do anything with it, but the Monarchs showed them how. One play, one catch, one touchdown, 88 yards for Decker Bartell, and about 75 of it was off of a broken tackle in which it looked like Bartell was going to be wrapped up and spun out of bounds. The impending PAT was a 2-point attempt that was made to look like a fumble. The holder was Hunter Nelson, and Nelson began the season as the Monarchs' starting quarterback. What he did is he had the ball come in and set the ball down, picked it up, and then they ran a little pass route that got behind the defense, and that was going to be number 16, Elijah King, who got that 2-point try, and it was 8-0 immediately. Mark Morris. Ari Long's next drive stalled out, and then it was a 20-yard touchdown run by Aaron Ibarreta, and a PAT was up and good from Carter Oldemar to make it 15-0. Second quarter of action, Decker Bartell showed he could do it out of the backfield, carrying the football. A 63-yard touchdown run, one play, one touchdown. And another Oldemar PAT made it 22-0. And then Kevin Hernandez Ruiz with a 1-yard touchdown run and another Oldemar PAT made it 29-0. Mark Morris. R.A. Long put together a few plays here and there, but overall they weren't able to put enough of them together consistently. Mark Morris' defense doing a great job. Jackson Rivenis doing all he can, trying to run the football, scramble around, make a play happen. He has thrown 2 interceptions, and both of them snagged by senior Decker Bartell, who's playing with his hair on fire here tonight. Score update from Ridgefield. Woodland 8, Ridgefield 3. The Spudders fumbled the first play of the second half to give the Beavers the ball, but the Spudders defense stops Woodland at the 25-yard line to get the ball back. So for those who are rooting for Mark Morris and want to see their season continue, that should be something that you keep your eye on, and Ridgefield needs to win that game in order for Mark Morris to have a chance to get into the playoffs. They still would have to play a pigtail game against, it looks like, Aberdeen, the EVCO number 3 team. Ari Long set to receive the second half kickoff. Monarchs set to kick it off here. Maddox Mobs to kick it off. Traden Chambers King fields it at the 20 and immediately stacked up at the 30-yard line. Number 61 there with the tackle. So R.A. Long has it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line to start the second half. That tackle made by Aiden Eichentoff. Say that 5 times fast. They didn't run any time off the clock, and now it's down to 1:55. So they got to figure out the clock here as we have the play go up the middle. Rivenus running it, gets it to the 34-yard line. And now they've got the clock situation figured out. It's a gain of 4. Solid gain on 1st down. Jacks going with the Diesel offense here, and it's another keeper by Rivenus. A 2-yard gain. 3rd and 4 for the Jacks. Third and a long 4, and they're staying in the Diesel here. And they are going to change the formation, and now there is a flag. It looks like they're going to get it against Mark Morris, and it's offsides on the Monarchs. So it's a free 1st down. Jacks were audibling into a swinging gate formation. You don't really see the swinging gate unless it's on like a 2-point conversion. The Ducks used to do that all the time. We don't really talk about them very often for obvious reasons. 10:43 to go here. 3rd quarter, Jacks with the ball, and they go Diesel right. High snap, Rivenus goes up the middle, and he's got maybe a yard. Bradley Lewis got in there and slowed him down initially. It'll be 2nd down and 9 now. Second down and 9. Diesel near side, and they got a wide receiver now out to the far side. Maybe take a one-on-one shot deep, and now we've got a flag, and it's going to be a false start against R.A. Long. It'll be 2nd down and 14 now. And they're going to audible once again to the swinging gate. And it's a throw back, so it's a lateral back. And they've got plenty of running room up the far side. Rivenus with the reception, and Rivenus pushed out of bounds. And it looks to be about a yard short, but the chicanery there by the Lumberjacks looked like they were trying to go with a lateral and then a pass down the field, the old double pass. But they had a lot of blockers over there to protect Rivenus, so Rivenus wisely decides to just run it. Ball spotted on the Mark Morris 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd and a yard. And now it's Rivinus under center. And now Rivinus is going to bark out some signals. And he's back to pass, steps up, and might be looking to run, and he does. And he's got the first down, breaks a tackle, and crosses the 40-yard line, falls forward down at the 36-yard line. So Jackson Rivinus picks up the first down. Trayton Chambers King brings the play into the huddle for the Jacks. 1st and 10 at the Mark Morris 36-yard line. Jacks aiming to score for the first time in the 3rd quarter here, and they've got 8:39 left to do it. Rivinus out of the pistol. Back to pass, under pressure, ball across the middle, had to get it out quickly. Bartell was there. Bartell's already got 2 interceptions. If that ball was out in front of the intended target, Wyatt Perkins, Bartell might have had a hat trick in interceptions. Already got 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Jacks are going to go slot near side with a 3 wide receiver look. And motion is Hart. Hart clears the line, handoff to Riley Young, and Young's got a little bit of running room, crosses the 30-yard line, and he's got 8. Did I get out too fast? Stay there. Good deal. Yeah. I asked what the worst candy was. Yeah, that's what came up. Bit of honey. I said Almond Joy or Mounds. Like, no. It's a no. That's another good one. I like Charleston Chew. 3rd and 2. Under center, Rivinus. And it's a handoff right side, and coming up and initially getting his hands on him was Brendan Brown, but Riley Young slippery, and it's a Lumberjacks first down. Ball spotted at the Monarchs' 24-yard line. The Jacks carving out a drive here. They've used 4 minutes and 50 seconds so far of the second half clock. And motion is Hart. Hart has a fake to him, and Rivinus keeps it, and Rivinus crosses the 20 down at about the 18. .625 left here in the 3rd. Jacks driving. A 6-yard gain by Rivinus sets him up 2nd and 4. Hart comes across the line, and it's a handoff to Young. And Young falls down. Ball's on the ground, but it looked like he was down first. And they are going to say that he was down by contact first. Now the Monarch student section trying to get under the skin of the RA Log supporters. It was a short gain of 2, 3rd and 4 now. Under center is Rivenis. Riley Young, the deep back. Slot to the top. Rivenis hands it off left. Young jump cuts in the hole, fighting. I think he's got first down yardage. Pushed to the 10-yard line and still on his feet. But the Jacks get it out to the 9-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal. More tough running from Riley Young. .450 left here in the 3rd. Motion coming across. Fake to the motion. Rivenis keeps. Shoulders into contact down at the 6-yard line. Luke Bilger in on the tackle, number 2 for Mark Morris. Jacks back to the line. 2nd and goal from the 5. Shotgun formation. Riley Young to the left of Rivenis. Linebackers sucking inside. Handoff is dropped initially, it looked like, and picked up by Young. It's going to be a loss of a yard, though, for Riley Young. It's going to be 3rd down and goal. Trayden Chambers-King brings the play into the huddle for the Jacks, 3rd and goal. Rivenis in the shotgun. Motion comes across. Fake to the motion man. Rivenis off tackle right, stood up at the 5, trying to get a push, and it's a scrum, and they're going to stop the scrum at about the 3-yard line. 4th and goal. So here we go, 4th and goal from the 3 for R.A. Long. Mark Morris leading at 29-0. The Jacks have chewed up almost every second of the clock here. The Jacks have got to get in the end zone here to get some points up in the 3rd quarter. Haven't done it all season. They already set a futility record here. And they are going to go with the 3 wide receiver slot near side. Everybody is pressed up. Rivenis in the shotgun, calls for motion. And it's a handoff. Young inside. Young is to the goal line. Ball's loose. Did he cross it? Mark Morris comes up with it, and they are going to mark him short. Young was about ready to go into the end zone. 1st down, Monarchs. Mark Morris holds the line. Literally, the Monarchs take over. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. Literally. Unbelievable. No touchdown. Nope. Fumbled it. Now the Monarchs in their own end zone, basically. Iberetta in the shotgun. And it looks like we're going to get a defensive penalty here, jumping into the neutral zone. Looked like Nicholas Moldenhauer. Jeez Louise. Tough situation there for R.A. Long, and the drive they put together, very impressive. Just couldn't get it in there. Riley Young was real close. We got a handoff coming near side. This is Hernandez Ruiz, and Hernandez Ruiz pushed out of bounds, and a flag late. Didn't look like a lot there. Ball will be brought out to the 37-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Monarchs, leading 29-0. Toss play outside Avery Elliott. Elliott is hit hard, and there's a flag on the hit. Jackson Rivenis was there for the tackle. So a 10-yard penalty against Mark Morris. It's a hold. It'll be first down and 20. Two backs here in the pistol, and it's a pass by Ibarreta, and this one is incomplete, intended for Daniel Kobayashi Gallagher. There was a penalty flag here on the play. Ineligible downfield. Ibarreta claps and keeps and breaks a tackle at the 35-yard line, stays on his feet, and slammed down at around the 39-yard line. It'll be third down and 9 here for Mark Morris. 20 seconds to go in the third. Back to pass is Ibarreta. Takes a shot deep over the shoulder, and the catch is dropped by Kobayashi, and we do have two flags down. It might be a pass interference potentially here. We're going to check with the official. Jim Appleby with the call. 15-yard penalty is going to give Mark Morris a first down. This one spotted at the Lumberjacks 46-yard line. And the clock stopped at 10 seconds. The Jacks are going to make it official unless there's a scoring play of some kind. Handoff on a fly sweep far side. It's Kobayashi Gallagher, who's tripped up by the turf monster. That is going to do it for the third quarter, and another record set. R.A. Long goes the entire season without scoring in the third quarter as well. Well, this is where they make their magic happen, though. The fourth quarter, they've got 30 points in them? We'll find out. We're going to step aside and take a quick 30-second timeout.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Longview Kelso Athletics streaming on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are upstairs at the Longview Memorial Press Box. Got a full house up here on the RA alongside Bobby Pilata up here, and then we've also got the News Talk KEDO commentary from Dakota Haynes on some dial. I don't know, 99.9. That's a lot of nines. Sounds about right. We've also got Blast Zone Media connoisseur Jody Nalen and his son Kona Nalen. Fans at home, score update from Ridgefield. The Spudders score a touchdown. They lead it 10-8 against Woodland. Again, Mark Morris needs the Beavers to lose. And then the Monarchs will have a chance to make the crossover round against the Evergreen number 3 seed. And we've got a flag. This play is going to stop. False start on the offense. Monarchs will back it up. The third quarter went scoreless, and the Monarchs still lead it 29-0. Second down and 11. Ibarreta hands it off, trying to slip some tackles. Looks like Avery Elliott out to the 40-yard line. Motion coming across. Fake to the motion. Handoff to the second man through is Elliott. Elliott has a burst out to the 30. Pushes off a tackler. Gets it to the 25-yard line. Great play design there. Avery Elliott with back-to-back carries. And he's a little slow to get up. And he's just going to take a knee. And he's up now and walking back towards the sideline. So important for him to stay available if Mark Morris is going to continue to play on beyond tonight. Elliott on both his feet, appears okay. 1st and 10 after the run by Avery Elliott. It's really coming down now as we've got a pass play, but it's going to be stopped. It'll be another penalty. Penalty backs up the Monarchs 5 yards. No points so far here in the second half after Ari Long chewed up basically all of the clock in that third quarter. First down and looks like 14 here as we've got a handoff and a nice run up the middle. You'll have to excuse me. I'm going to have to check my paper here. It's number 31, Lane Smith. Lane Smith, one of the captains, and they are hurrying it up to the line. But a nice run there by Lane Smith. Smith gets it again. Gets it down to about the 7-yard line. Second down and 6. Mark Morris can still get a first down to the 2-yard line. Jet sweep, and it's fumbled, and it is covered up on by Ibarreta. So that's going to push the Monarchs back, and there's going to be third down and about 19. Third down and 19, 8:19 to go in the ballgame. 4 wide receivers. Ibarreta going deep. Fade ball has a man, and it's off his hands. Incomplete. He couldn't have walked it out there and handed it to him any better. Kobayashi Gallagher is going to be thinking about that all night. If it was a hot dog, he might have caught it. It'll be fourth down and nearly goal. Score update from Ridgefield. Woodland answers. They take a 16-10 lead in the fourth quarter. So the Beavers not ready to go away just yet. They get the touchdown and the 2. Back to pass. Ibarreta throws it inside, and this is not going to get it done. The Jacks defense is going to hold, and they're going to take over possession at their own 15-yard line. So Ari Long with the ball, 8:04 to go. Woodland takes a 16-10 lead. Wow. Fake handoff, and this ball is loose, picked up, and it looks like a mark. No, they are going to say it's a throw. Oh, it looked like the ball just slipped out of his hands before the hand went forward. It would have been a scoop and score for Bradley Lewis. Instead, it's just second down and 10. Man, I'm guessing not many got the hot dog reference. I don't know. I hope they did. Jacks are fortunate that that was an incomplete pass. Under center, Rivenis. Slot to the top out of a 3-wide receiver set. Handoff near side, a little stretch play. Riley Young puts a shoulder down into contact, doesn't get much. Might have about 3. Third and 6 now for the Lumberjacks. .7:21 to go in the ball game. Shotgun here for R.A. Long. Fake handoff, throw, incomplete. Low pass, catchable, but Caden Pritchard couldn't haul it in. It'll be 4th and 6, and more than likely, the Jacks are going to bring the special teams unit out. Got to keep checking the scores here. After that last Beavers touchdown, there is still 8 minutes plus to go in that ball game. And Corrigan Booth punts this one away. Nice low punt. And that one bounces into Mark Morris territory. It's going to go out of bounds at the Monarchs 47. And that's where the Monarchs will take over, leading at 29-0. .29 Not a lot of action here in the second half. Donna says she got the hot dog reference. Unless Joey Chestnut is watching. Joey Chestnut's probably got a burner account on this live stream right now. Guaranteed. Right down the line here, we've got Ibarreta handing off, and it's a run play, and breaking 3 is Smith. Smith gets it out to the 40-yard line. Another great run for Lane Smith, number 31. First and 10 after the run by Lane Smith. Ball spotted at the Jacks 40. Smith, handoff up the middle, and he is gang tackled after a gain of 3. Wyatt Perkins, one of the tacklers in there for the Lumberjacks. Second down and 7. Mark Morris going with 2 running backs. They toss it out. Smith's got Lewis out in front and gets a decent block, but he's tripped up as he tries to turn the corner. Does get a couple of yards in the positive direction for the Monarchs. It'll be 3rd and about 5. Third down and 5 coming up here for the Monarchs. Ibaretta back to pass, and he thinks better of it, and he tucks it, cuts it back up inside, runs into his own guy twice, breaks the tackle, gets it out to the 20-yard line. There is a flag, though, in the backfield. It would be about a 15-yard gain, but it looks as if it's going to come back. That penalty going against Mark Morris will bring it back to a 3rd down and 15. Score update from Ridgefield. Brian McLemore III with a huge touchdown for Ridgefield, and the extra point is good. The Spudders reclaim a 1-point lead, 17-16. Is Mike Peck going to mail Glenn Flanagan a thank you card after tonight's matchup? We will find out. Stay tuned. Deep ball down the middle. It's high and it's incomplete. And 2 flags come in as Ethan Moraine is more than likely going to get called for pass interference here. Moraine bumping into the intended target. And it is going to be pass interference against the Jacks. And it's a 15-yard penalty. Depending on where it's spotted, it could be a 1st down or it could be a yard short. Fans, again, do not go anywhere. We are going to have the Cowlitz PUD postgame show, and we're going to name a player of the game. We need your votes in the live stream comment section for who the player of the game should be. With 4:16 left, Mark Morris leading at 29-0. 4 wide receivers. Monarchs still throwing the ball around, and it's going to be a throw behind the line of scrimmage. It's a lateral. Lane Smith with the catch. Smith tripped up and brought down by Riley Young. Nice open field tackle there by Young. It's a gain of 8, though, on the swing pass to Lane Smith. Pistol formation. Smith exits the backfield. Movement up front. False start called on Mark Morris. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 now. Well, we're just watching the scoreboard, out of town right now. Second down and 7 after the penalty. 3 wide receivers here for Ibaretta, who hands it off to Smith, who's got a nice block by Brendan Brown. And he's drugged down from behind, crosses the 15, down at the 12. But a great job there by number 75, Brendan Brown, to get out in front and pave the road for Smith, who's smelling the end zone. He's been running hard here in the second half. Mark Morris moving quickly here, wants to get into the end zone. 2:41 left in the ball game. Smith gets the handoff, not going anywhere. 2 Lumberjacks are there. Colton Stone. Also out there for the Lumberjacks was number 66, Cooper Edgman. Malin says Decker for the player of the ball game. Bartell trying to get in. He's checked out of bounds big time by Riley Young. Couple of baseball players going at it over there. Bartell nearly had his third touchdown of the ball game. Bartell exiting the ball game. It's going to be first and goal from the 1. Lane Smith gets the handoff, and he is hit immediately. Jackson Rivenis says, "You're not getting a free one here tonight." It's a loss of 4. Second down and 5 upcoming. We got a vote again from Malin Stevens for Decker Bartell, player of the ball game. So be sure to type in your vote for who the player of the game is going to be. 1:33 clock running. Mark Morris is going to win this one. And then they're going to gather around and watch the live stream down at YouTube, Richfield YouTube channel. Toss play. Smith has got an opening, and Smith is into the end zone. First touchdown of the season for Lane Smith, and it's 35-0 Monarchs. $1:15 to go here in this one. And we've got whistles before the PAT attempt. Carter Oldemar is 3 for 3. Penalty here against R.A. Long. 35-0, 1:15 left. Mark Morris is winning this ball game, no doubt. Only question is, are they going to be playing again? And another whistle. And this time it's another false encroachment or neutral zone infraction here against R.A. Long. So offsides on R.A. Long is declined. 1:15 to go in the ball game. The PAT is up, and it is good. Carter Oldemar, 4 for 4 for PATs. The Monarchs drive capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run from Lane Smith, one of the captains. 36-zip, Mark Morris. R.A. Long needs to score, otherwise they're going to set a school record for most times being shut out in a season. Traden Chambers King, the deep man for R.A. Long. And Maddox mobs a low line drive, and this one gets into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Fans, thank you so much for your ongoing support and viewership throughout the entire fall football season. This is our final regular season football game. We are awaiting the schedule for next week to see where we're going to be for playoff football action. It could be Kelso. It could be La Center. It could be somewhere else. It might not be anywhere. But we do appreciate all of the support. Consider a donation to your host here And great help from Bobby P Media. But Venmo preferred, PayPal acceptable at N2 Media. Thank you again for all of your support. A small $5, $10, $1,000 donation goes a long way. Back to action here. Ari Long with the ball. 1st and 10 at the 20. Motion comes across, and Rivenis with some time. Cameron Lair pokes the ball loose, and it's on the ground. And who's got it? It's still loose. And it looks as if the Monarchs have recovered it, and they have. The Monarchs come away with it. Mark Morris will finish this ball game on offense after the turnover. 36-0, a minute and 5 seconds left, and it looks like the Monarchs are going to go into victory formation. And they do. Knee is taken, and that is going to do it here tonight, folks. The Lumberjacks have been shut out for the 6th time this season. It is the most times that Ari Long has been shut out in school history. This is the 8th straight win in the series for the Mark Morris Monarchs, and none of them have been close. Mark Morris will finish the year, for now, with a 4-5 record. They are 4-3 in league play. This is a team that was 0-4 at one point. And they've come all the way back. They don't quite have the winning record that you hope to see by the time the season comes to an end. But these guys have really battled throughout the year, and they get the victory here tonight. 36-0 Monarchs. Again, fans, we are going to stick around here for the Cowlitz PUD post-game show. But we are keeping an eye on this ball game between Ridgefield and Woodland. No, he's at home. We do have an update, though. Ridgefield with the ball and the lead. Chase Duncan with a 3rd down reception looks to give Ridgefield a new set of downs. Woodland has used its last timeout with 2:13 to go. Ridgefield can salt the game away and get Mark Morris into the playoffs. They don't know yet. The press box was given strict instructions to not announce anything during this ball game, but everybody is eagerly awaiting here at the stadium to find out if they're going to play on to next week against most likely Aberdeen from the EVCO. Fans, thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Mark Morris wins this one 36-0. Again, the 8th straight Civil War win. Ari Long's season, unfortunately, results in a winless campaign. They are 0-9 and 0-7 in league play. But tonight, all about the Monarchs and their win. And it was really just over from the jump, it felt like. You know, after Ari Long got the ball on a muffed kickoff return, one play, one touchdown, 88 yards to Decker Bartell from Aaron Ibarreta, and then a 2-point conversion made it 8-0. Ibarreta would score later in the first on a 20-yard touchdown run. And then in the second quarter, Bartell with a 63-yard touchdown run, followed up by a 1-yard touchdown run by Kevin Hernandez-Ruiz, and 3 Carter Oldemar extra points made it 29-0 heading into the locker room. Ari Long used almost every second of time in the third quarter but ultimately fell half a yard short of the end zone. And Mark Morris took over, and they would score in the fourth quarter. Final touchdown, a 5-yarder from Lane Smith and another Oldemar extra point. Made it 36-0, and that is your final. Now the Monarchs coming together on the near sideline with the students are going to sing the fight song. But again, we don't know quite yet for sure if they're in the postseason. Excuse me. We are going to check the scores, but we've got to thank our sponsors, Ryan Littlefield at Edward Jones Financial, and of course, Cowlitz PUD. It is the Cowlitz PUD post-game show. Cowlitz PUD providing customers safe, reliable, cost-effective hydroelectricity since 1936. And again, fans, thank you so much for being with us all season long. Consider a donation to your hosts. Venmo preferred, PayPal acceptable, but the free live stream coverage must go on. We are finalizing the basketball schedule for the month of December and beyond, but we still got more football action to come. Playoffs start next week. Will Mark Morris be a part of it, or won't they? Well, we know N2 Media will for sure. We're just going to find out what destination we're going to crawl to. Hopefully it's Kelso High School, but it might be La Center. It's just going to come down to the seating committee and who they think is worthy of what. I don't know. But again, if you're looking for information on where you can find us, follow us on social media, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. It's where you're going to find game links and information and score updates throughout the weekends. And, of course, Blast Zone Media contributions as well, as we are all one big happy team as the Monarchs are eagerly awaiting here on the near sideline to find out if they are going to continue on. We got to vote for our Cowlitz PUD player of the ball game. Again, for those who are with us, please type into the live stream comment section who you're voting for player of the ball game. But we are, again, still waiting the final here from the Woodland and Ridgefield game. I'm going to pull it up on YouTube right now. But we got to talk a little bit about this one here. Decker Bartell was really the catalyst here tonight. He ends up with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The defense was a huge story, really, if you think about it. I mean, I know R.A. Long has had their issues scoring points, but, you know, the front 7, you know, was really able to control the line of scrimmage for most of the ball game. And R.A. Long found it tough to find open passing lanes. The passing defense was incredibly solid tonight for Mark Morris, again spearheaded by Decker Bartell and his 2 interceptions. But when you control the line of scrimmage, and it's a tough night out in terms of rain and a slick field, you know, you got to really be able to run the football in these elements. And it's not that they, you know, it's not that they can't, you know, run the football R.A. Long. It's just their quarterback is the one who predominantly does it all. So you don't want that to be, you know, something that you have to deal with throughout the course of a ball game. Let's see here. I have not been able to find the Ridgefield game on YouTube. Maybe somebody has it pulled up. I'm trying to find it. I can't. All I do know is that it's 17-16, last score update that I saw. But we need a vote for player of the game here tonight. And it's going to be Decker Bartell, number 4, the senior. Over 150 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, one of them through the air, another one on the ground, 2 interceptions. Congratulations, Decker Bartell. I feel like that we're saying that a lot, you know, this season. He's done a fantastic job. So we are here still waiting to find out if Mark Morris is going on. I just heard some cheers down on the field. I do believe that game is about ready to go final, and Ridgefield is about to win it and do Mark Morris a huge favor. Still waiting for the official score update from Ridgefield. But fans, thank you again so much for being with us. Appreciate all the support that we get from you at home. It's been a tough year for Laurie Long Lumberjacks. It started out as a tough year for Mark Morris. Mark Morris will advance to the postseason. They will have to win a game against Aberdeen.
Final score, Ridgefield 17, Woodland 16. That means the Morris Monarchs are playoff bound.
They've just announced it here at the stadium. Ken Kelly, formerly Ken Clark, has made the announcement. Final score, Ridgefield 17, Woodland 16. The Monarchs are officially on to some version of postseason play. They still got to win that game to actually get to the real postseason. It's more than likely going to be a half of football against Aberdeen. And we're going to know more about the date and the time for that, but it's not quite known. What we do know is that Mark Morris officially finishes in 4th place in the Greater St. Helens League. What a season for the Monarchs, back from the dead. We're going to have more information on their matchup in the upcoming days, potentially hours. Who knows? Once we find out, we'll let you know. Again, those social media platforms that I showed you on the screen. Make sure you follow those, and that's where you're going to get some information. But again, all the information that you need to know here tonight is at the bottom of your screen on the score bug. Mark Morris, 36, R.A. Long, nothing. Decker Bartel, your player of the ball game, our Cowlitz PUD player of the ball game. Again, special thank you to our season-long sponsors at Cowlitz PUD and Ryan Littlefield at Edward Jones Financial. And, of course, our contributors at Blast Zone Media as well. We appreciate all the support that we get to come out here and do the live streams. And then, of course, we had some help late in the season from Bobby Pilata at Bobby P Media. Be sure to subscribe and follow Bobby P on Facebook. Does a lot of great work down in the Southwest Washington, mainly Oregon area with the Portland State Vikings, and also all of those really cool dirt track races at Washougal. He's running those operations as well. So be sure to type into the comment section. Thank you so much to Bobby P, and give him a follow on Facebook. We're going to get up out of here. We're about spent, I think, on this Halloween night. We appreciate everybody watching. Again, your final score, Mark Morris 36, R.A. Long nothing. And we're going to talk a little bit more about where we're going to be in the next upcoming days, and we'll let you know. We hope to see you then. Hope everybody has a safe and happy weekend. Happy Halloween to you all. We'll see you next time.